We're waking up. I've been up. You're probably watching another part of the world, and you are up. Hey, everybody, it's 20 Minutes of Coffee. I'm Ken Napzok. This is the show that's back. Oh, you thought it was gone. I never thought it was gone. King Sport Cow might have thought it was gone. He lacked some faith in me, but I knew I was coming back to do 20 Minutes of Coffee. It was just a matter of scheduling, life, time, where I can find my coffee. No bathrobe today. You can't even really see it. No bathrobe. Got the shirt on today. It's too hot. In fact, I got fans going in here. Studio's hot. Everyone's hot. We got King Sport Cal here. We got Laser Bolt Videos here. King Sport Cal's excited, saying we back. And I'm excited too. Excited to be back. This is the show where I am live for channel members. If you want to become a channel member, just do so by looking down below into the old YouTube machine and coming on board here and hang out with us live. We put the show publicly afterwards, but this is fun for me to hang out with y'all and interact there. And we got some coffee today. I'm a little rushed because I had to go out to get coffee. French vanilla and 7-Eleven blueberry together at last. King Sport Cow says, I did think it was gone. With my track record, that's fair. I get bored easily with things I do. I love doing shows, and after about a year or two, maybe months, I've had weeks. I'm like, you know what? I'm on to something else. But I love this, and I love doing the blathering, and I'm not done building out this channel slowly. I'm working on other things, but I have some ideas. We might do a little preview of it here. Look at this. Cherry Twinkies. I'm going to try that in a second. That's going to be my breakfast. I'm trying to lose weight, King Sport Cow, but look what I'm doing. We got 8984M here. We are rolling. Brian Tiller's having coffee with us. We got the news of the world. I'm interested in this. I'm interested in, we got the hero among heroes, the Jesus Christ among us, Donald Trump. And then we got his 39-year-old vice presidential candidate, J.D. Ass-Kissing Vance, now set to try to destroy America this November. Stay tuned to find out. We got that. But I am curious in the Bob Menendez case because on Team Democrat, if someone does wrong, get him out of there. The jury's verdict was still being read. Okay, so this will be an updated case. He, of course, was accepting bribes of cash, gold, and luxury cars from 3 New Jersey businessmen. So, if we can get him out or prosecute him or just say, hey, bribery, not a good thing, perhaps we could then turn to some members of the Supreme Court. I don't know. Could be a crazy thought there. But yeah, the world has been, it hasn't slowed down. It has not slowed down. So how you all doing? Maybe that's what today is more about. How are you all doing? As we got, maybe the jury being, okay. Guilty. There it is. Senator Bob Menendez, who claimed, I'm just an old person who stores gold bricks in his house, guilty in all 16 counts in federal corruption charges. I like that. 8984M, Brady says the Menendez story is literally a Tintin plot. Yes, it did. Yes, it is. I'll take that as good news. Select my TV provider. Sorry. We're not on TV. Oh, I don't want to watch CNN live. I just want to go to CNN. Okay. There you go. Found guilty. Breaking news. Did you see that? Did you hear that call between Trump and RFK? Listen to this. There's like a minute and 40 of linked footage of RFK Jr. and Trump talking. And it's Trump's that guy. He's that friend you have. You take the call. And you take the call, and you can't even get a word in. He's just going to go. And you just have to go, sure. Yeah, And RFK, I have no sympathy for RFK, but he gets stuck in that. But they do, a lot of people call it collusion. I don't know if it's collusion. I'm not here to cast those aspersions, but it's definitely, it's a fascinating look into the life. Screen is black. It shouldn't be anymore. King Sport Cal. Don't scare me at that. So anyways, I think we're all just trying to get through things. I think we're all just trying to live in this modern times. I saw today. I haven't seen the whole story, but if you're fans of the band Tenacious D, you got Jack Black turning. Yeah, Brian Teller says Amazon really wants us to buy stuff. Yes, they do. You got Jack Black turning his back on Kyle Glass. 30 years of friendship and professional relationship, and they maybe no more. Maybe no more. This because they're in Australia on a tour. It was Kyle Glass's 64th birthday, so they bring him a cake on stage, blow it out, make a wish, and he makes a Trump joke. He makes a, I wish next time they don't miss, all right? In the pantheon of distasteful jokes, I don't think that's Kyle Gass. Thank you. Kyle Glass. Who's Kyle Glass? Is that a baseball player? In the pantheon of distasteful jokes, I think that's low on the list. But today, then they got in trouble. And then an Australian politician was like, punish them. Put them in jail. Prosecute them. They're over in Australia right now. So then today, Jack Black comes out with a statement. I wonder if I can grab it up on a screen. Maybe I can at least read it here. He comes out with like a statement and basically says, I was caught off guard by that after much reflection, stopping the tour and all creative projects going forward. Nothing's going on. Jack Black and Tenacious D. There we go. I was blind. Here's what Jack Black says. I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, I no longer feel it's appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I'm grateful to the fans for the support and understanding. And he's not getting a lot of understanding. I have some understanding for him, actually, quite frankly. It doesn't look good on the surface here. It looks like he's turning his back on his friend, and I could see that being the argument and that being the answer. I've been in those situations where you don't know what the history is. 30 years is a long time, yes. But that could be 30 years of you having to deal with this jackwagon's, going off the cuff, putting you and your titty in a ringer, right? That is something that does happen. And Zay Wilson is just a tribute to the best press release ever. As it develops, I'm sure they'll be back. I'm sure they'll work it out. But I've been in those situations over the course of my humble and inconsequential career where someone you've worked with for a long time, you just look across from them and you're like, I can't keep being here while you keep causing these kind of problems. It just doesn't work. And I've called off shows and I've pulled the plug on shows before because I love them to death, still friends. But I'm not going to sit across from you while you do it, especially in these times. Again, Kyle saying that on stage in front of an audience in a comedy concert. I was at comedy. I did 2 comedy shows this weekend, 2 of them. And I got to say, all the comics. Now, I did one pre the Trump rally shooting, the assassination attempt there, is what it is, and the one after. Hardly any comics mentioned it after. I was shocked. But Saturday night, I had some friends on stage around town, and they said it was a free-for-all. So anything Kyle Gass said here is not even close to what anyone said in comedy clubs on Saturday night. It's not close even to what people probably text friends over the last couple days. But that's the difference. But we don't know the history here, is what I'm saying. See, a lot of people piling on Jack Black. Their whole thing is wild, crazy, off-the-cuff kind of guys. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll work out. But when your creative partner does something and governments are calling for your punishment, you have to consider what you're doing. And that's where I come down on it. But that is just one man's opinion. Just one man's opinion. There you go. So that's kind of news. We're going to learn a lot about Usha Vance, the wife of Trump's running mate. A lot of talk of 898-4M to say, not going to lie, as someone who's in the direct crosshairs of Trump's politics, I'm guilty of missed by that much jokes, though in private. Though, 898-4M bravely said it here. I don't disagree with that at all. Like, I said this before on other shows. I think I should have said it on the Blathering this past week. On the morning of 9/11, me and my friends made some of our best jokes. Thank God we weren't live on a stream. Thank God there's no record of it. But that's how we processed it, right? That's how we processed it. So even Kyle Gass making that joke is a part of processing what was going on. So, but again, when you're in a professional environment, when you're making money from this, it's not just the Michael Jordan, hey, even Republicans buy sneakers thing. It is just when you're in the public eye, and now you got governments upset. I can see Jack Black going, maybe not for him. Who is Isha Vance, the wife of Trump's running mate? We're going to find a lot about her. She's fascinating because registered Democrat up to 2014. People switch. I was Republican up as late as 2013, 2014. I am a Democratic Socialist at this point now. And so not surprised if someone would change parties. That happens a lot. But I was reading last night. Her family does not like J.D. Vance. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. He is not my choice on any level. That's all I'll say. And it's Prime Day again. It's Prime Day, everybody. It's Prime Day. All right. This is probably going to actually be a 20 minutes of coffee. The reason it's going to be a 20 minutes of coffee is I got to go do some work. And one of the reasons I told myself we're going to bring 20 minutes of coffee back for Kingsport Cal, because Kingsport Cal didn't think that I would bring this show back. That's why I put shoes on today. I got shoes on, Cal. Don't have the bathrobe. I've got shoes on. But I got to get some writing done. And I told myself, if we're going to do 20 minutes of coffee, do what you promised yourself. 20 minutes of coffee. Get in, get out, hang out with your friends. Hang out with the people who support you. That's you out there, channel members. And then don't belabor the point. But I am thinking, my friends at the Wangers had a great... Kingsport Cal says, I need this in my life. You got me in your life. Got to get you into my life. My friends at the Wangers had a great series, the Wangers Drive-Thru. That was great. I've always begged to be on it. Speaking of discontinued shows, they discontinued that. And I get it. But I'm thinking, I have a friend, a lot of you might remember Erin Robinson over at Clever, when I was over at Screen Junkies, over at Defy Media. I follow her channel, subscribe to her channel. She does a lot of food reviews. She goes fast food places, gets 10 items and reviews them. The problem is she takes one bite, reviews it, and either gives the food to her husband or discards the food. I would eat all of it, and I can't do that for my health. But I'm thinking, I know my way around crappy food. I think maybe I want to get in the food game. A little supplemental series, the Blathering Food Edition from my car. And I'm starting with this. I went to get the coffee. I did not go to my normal 7-Eleven. Parking. I could walk to my normal 7-Eleven, but because Kingsport Cal, I did not want to start the show too late. I drove. Parking lot was full, so I had to drive to another one near the airport. But I don't know if this would have been at the other one, but I saw this, and I haven't had a Twinkie in a long time. I think the last time I had a Twinkie was on GPA when I put the entire thing in my GD mouth. But when I see something cherry that's normally not cherry, I gotta dig in. And this is not a healthy breakfast. It's not approved by any governments or any nutritional associations. Oh, there's a little sticky too. Yeah, you get that little ASMR action here. It took longer to drive than walk a bit. Well, yeah, once I got down there, Cal, and realized that the parking lot was full and I had to drive to another one, I was like, well, this is what I get. I should have walked. All right. Little sticky Twinkie action here. It gets it's a little messy on the bottom there. All right, let's go. Face the hard cam, Twinkie. All right. So this is interesting. The smell of cherry dominates, The taste of cherry does not. Therefore, I don't know if I'm getting what I'm advertised. The Twinkie is dominating. Now, normally when you get a normal Twinkie, the filling and the Twinkie itself, this alien technology of a sponge cake, it combines for a memorable flavor. That's why Twinkies have stood the test of time. And according to scientists, I believe, would stand the test of time and will survive the forthcoming nuclear Putin apocalypse. But this one, I don't know. The cherry needs to dominate a little bit more. If you're advertising cherry, I want to feel the cherry deep in my soul and upside my face. I'm going to finish it. Giggity. That's what he said. The last bite had more cherry. Okay. The last bite took the cherry home, but for the most part, kind of a bust. Twinkies know what Twinkies know. They do what they do. I don't know if you need to change them. It might be the one thing where you don't need to flavor it up. All right. So breakfast. I give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Maybe this next one will right the ship. We'll find that. Twinkie minutes of coffee. That's good. Hey, if you're going to be in San Diego next week for San Diego Comic-Con, for like the 42nd year in a row, we'll be doing Mark Ellis and Friends, Mark Ellis Live at the American Comedy Company in San Diego, July 25th, 8 p.m. Doors open about 7:15. Great lineup of comics. Kyle Lewis, Joe Starr, Nick Scarpino, Malcolm Barrett, Mark Ellis at the top. Going to be a great show. Going to be one of the best ones, I believe, out there. So check that out. Come on out. I really want you all to come hang out with us. I'll be in there hanging out. Don't forget on my Patreon page, you can get the Young Guns movie commentary. Young Guns 2 will be coming. Oh, don't you worry. I'm working on that one now. Become a channel member, hang out live, interact live, hang out with King Sport Kyle here in the morning. We have reached the end of the show because it is truly 20 minutes of coffee. Thanks for hanging out. I'm back, baby. The show's back, King Sport Kyle. It never left you. See you next time, my friends.